Welcome, everybody, to the first ever episode of hopefully not a failed attempt at some sort of web show about cosplay. Now, that cosplay can be pictures, videos, I think they also call them photos for pictures, conventions, interviews, how-tos, DIYs, works in progress, many, many other things. And this is just the intro episode, the very first one. The reason I'm doing it with said person sitting right next to me here is because this year we went to Lexington Comic and Toy Convention 2014, and it was his first one. He's never been to a convention, I don't believe, of any sort. You're going to have to speak up just a little bit because I don't know how loud it is and how good the mic is. But anyway, he talks quietly. He's like a little Gollum. He'll do his impression later. I'll make him do it for you. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, it was his first convention. It was also his first time making a costume with me. I made most of it, but honestly, I was trying to teach him, not make him make the whole thing. I didn't want it to be work and not be fun. So, yeah, he had gone to his first convention. He started making a costume. I've given him kind of a few hints and tips and tricks and all that kind of stuff to do it. And it was pretty successful. He had gone as Predator, which is right up there. It's a foam helmet made out of EVA foam and this stuff called backer rod, B-A-C-K-E-R rod, for the dreadlocks. Basically, all the backer rod is it's like I guess a high density foam or medium density foam. You shove it in cracks of driveways, things like that. And you do that before you seal it or anything to help cover up the cracks. Well, it comes in a solid tube, more or less, just not tube, a solid cylinder, a cylinder, there we go. 20-foot roll. It's like $5-6. You get 2 of those and it'll make that helmet in particular anyway. You just heat up the ends after you cut them and it'll point them out. Good to go after you put some Plasti Dip on it and you're ready. Anyway, he had worn Predator and that was my most recent work. Out of that, he had learned how to weather. He had learned how to kind of, make certain cuts, things like that, with the X-Acto, with foam. He's working on learning how to use the foam. We learned really quick not to use my new glue gun on the highest heat setting, because after like a second it had ripped the skin off my finger right here, and it was pretty painful, 3rd-degree burns, and it's still
bad heartburn.
Yeah, it was in the shape of a heart too, so it was like a heartburn. But anyway, welcome to my game room. This is where some of the episodes will be shot when it's too cold like it is right now, or if I have a sit-down moment with somebody like this person right here, my brother. So anyway, what was it like for your first convention ever?
Well, I felt like a movie star. Everybody stopped me every 2 minutes and kept bugging me for pictures, which I didn't mind. I actually enjoyed it, so...
Well, who wouldn't enjoy being treated like that? I mean, there's a reason they get paid big bucks to do it.
Well, I didn't get...
No, you didn't get paid. I did.
Yeah. He won 3rd place.
But I think it was more because of recognition of the fact that I'd made 5 costumes for the convention. I don't know if it was necessarily because of my particular costume.
Which was pretty damn good.
Stop it. But anyway. Alright, so your first convention, was it overwhelming at all? Was it nerve-wracking?
Yeah, it was hot as hell in that suit.
Yeah, they do get pretty hot, especially with the EVA foam. Well, it's like insulation. I mean, you're wearing it and you just get hotter.
It's just like extra skin on it.
Yeah, it's really thick. It's not necessarily comfortable depending on how much of a suit. With yours, you had a full chest piece. You had, you had shin pieces.
I had to figure out how to go down the stairs.
Yeah, you had to figure out how to walk in the thing. You've never done that before.
I walked like a robot.
What else was there? Let's see. How did you enjoy the actual convention itself? Now, other than walking around in the cosplay and being kind of like a superstar, more or less.
I liked all the cool stuff they had. A bunch of neat toys and Collectibles and Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, he got to meet Lou Ferrigno. What about Anna Mia? What do you think of her? That was my favorite. She was my favorite because she was very talkative. She was, and not in an annoying way. No disrespect whatsoever. I was the annoying one. But she was willing to sit there and talk and talk and talk and talk. And now the other girls were too. Don't get me wrong. But there was one thing that kind of put Anna Mia above for me, and that was a little bit of a compliment or advice or whatever you want to call it, where she said something along the lines of like, "You should do this professionally," and I'm like, I don't want to turn it into a job, you know. And she's like, "I know what you mean. Well, I'm gonna try anyway." So there's an actual first commission build that I'm going to be doing this summer, and it's going to be a big one. And there's a certain somebody who already knows, because he's the one that wanted me to do it. But I'm not going to say anything just yet. I'm going to let that unfold as we get to it, because I'm not there yet at all. It's still in the pre-planning stages. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to sit here and keep like talking to them because I'm cutting you off, and I'm a jerk sometimes like that. But okay, so you like the cosplay girls. There was Anna Mia. There was Nicole, Marie Jean. There was Leeanna Vamp, which is his favorite, big time his favorite. Wow. I think he's got a little bit of a boyhood crush on her. And then what was the Soni?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Soni. I cannot even think of your last name being put on the spot right now. But yeah, so there was all four of them. There was others too. Zsu Zsu was there. She was Catwoman at one point. Yeah. The purple Catwoman. I can't think of the other one she was either. She was there though. There was Jason David Frank. There was Walter Jones, the original Black Ranger from Power Rangers. He was really cool. George Takei was there. William Shatner was there. Obviously Lou Ferrigno was there. There was quite a few. I mean, it was a great turnout as far as I could tell, but it was very packed and crowded Saturday. Now, I've seen people complain about that. That's fine. Everybody's got their own opinion. I don't necessarily see it as something to point fingers at. It was just, that's a positive thing in a way, because if it's that packed, you know it's successful. You know it's getting bigger, because this is the third year now that I've gone to this. It's the third year that it's happened. And every year it gets bigger and bigger. And we stayed all 3 days, 2 nights. And I don't know, it was just really cool. What did you think of Freddy and the Krugers that first night?
I thought they were pretty good.
The like after party?
Yeah, I think they did a good job. I liked them.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
I'm glad I watched a bunch of people have a kick out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. There was Freddy and the Krugers. They're really good. If you haven't heard them, check them out. They I don't know. I like them. I like their music. It was the actual first time I stood there and listened to them. And although I was intoxicated, that had nothing to do with persuading my opinion to, or for them or against them. But yeah, I really like them. Let's see. The second day they had DJ TRE doing the VIP party.
Yeah.
That was freaking awesome. Wow. He with Blackstone Cherry, they were there too, and DJ TRE does. I believe it's Mondays on Ustream or something like that. I've only just found out about it last Monday, so I don't know. But it's like from 8 to 10 on Ustream or whatever his channel may be. I'm sorry that I can't remember it. He does live DJing on there, and he converses with you, talks back to you, and everything else. He'll type with you or type back to you, and he'll sit there and just he mixes for 2 hours, and it's great. It's my new Friday nights. Let's see. So, what else did you like that was there? What? I don't know. What did you get out of all this?
My favorite thing would have to be, well, R2D2's.
The R2,
around.
yeah, R2 running around.
Or that one dude that was having a conversation with him. One of the R2s.
Oh yeah, the Doc Ock, but he was somebody else at the time. Yeah, he was. That guy was hilarious. He's in one of my videos too.
And Darth Vader.
Vader.
Whoever you were that photobombed me with Darth Vader.
Yeah, he didn't appreciate that photobomb from some Padawan. Yeah, I thought this was funny too at that convention was all the pictures that he took. Oh. And he already knows what I'm getting at. All the pictures that he took, he doesn't have a smile whatsoever in any of them. He's just like in his pictures. Well, that includes the cosplay girls, which I figured he'd be more ecstatic to see.
Don't get me wrong, I love the girls.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I figured he'd be like, I don't know, just
I was trying to be casual
ear to ear
about it.
smile about it, not like look like he's like, yeah, so. But anyway, the only real smile I found in all our pictures was with him and a stormtrooper. That's it. There are all these pretty girls, there are these hot girls, there are these awesome costumes, and it doesn't have to be girls, there are awesome costumes there too. But the only picture he got that he's smiling in that I could find, him with a stormtrooper. There was like, I don't know, the 501st was there, so there was a lot of stormtroopers among other cosplayers and all that. But there's a lot of them, so why this one? Why that one stormtrooper? What made you smile because of him? Or her, whoever was under the costume.
It was definitely a dude.
Okay, well, what made you smile because of him?
Well, when we were doing that droid hunt, and I told him these weren't the droids you were looking for, he just got all sarcastic. He said, it's not going to work on me. I was like, alright.
So then all of a sudden you're like, you're my favorite. I mean, is that what it was like?
Pretty much.
Let's see, what do you think of the crowds?
There was a lot of people. I mean,
have you ever been to something that had that many people in a concentrated area?
Not really, no.
What do you think of the costume contest?
It was fun.
I
think there was a lot of good costumes.
That was the first time for me. I really liked Frankenberry. That one was awesome.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate in a way because I'll be honest, I'm not just kissing butt here, but honestly, one of my favorite costumes at the whole convention had to be Ironman, and it was I believe it was the Cincinnati Ironman. That thing was just awesome. The guy is great. He's very talented. It looks really good. If you get to see it in person, you'll see what I mean. He was awesome to talk to. You could tell that he was willing to talk. He wasn't one of the ones where I've seen a few online. I've never actually had to meet one, but you could tell he wasn't one of those people that is in this Iron Man suit, just drenched in sweat, miserable, and like, yeah, thanks, and just walks away. No, he stood there, he talked to you. It was just great. The suit was awesome. He had a switch in the helmet that he activated by slight head movements with his chin, I believe it was, and it would make the mask actually pop up. After it popped up, it would sit there, and he could hit it again, and it would come back down, and when it came down, the eyes flickered, the lights flickered on the eyes, and it came out down. It was really good. That has to be probably my favorite costume there. As far as, and I don't mean to discredit, but as far as handmade, custom built cosplayer style, there was also this awesome Predator there. It looked like they ripped him straight out of the movies. Now, as far as his goes, I don't know what was custom made and what wasn't, so that's why I say that there's no offense meant. It was latex. I mean, it was really high quality. You could tell that. And if he had done a job on that, I mean, I don't know if he made it or not, but if he did a really good job on that one. But I'd still have to give the edge to Iron Man just because it's Iron Man. I mean, Predator is awesome. Actually, I'm going to be making a Predator costume, but yeah, Iron Man gets it. And let's see, we're at about the 16-minute mark here, so we're going to try and keep it right around there, 20 minutes, give or take, for our episodes. Some of the cool things we came out of there with, though, was like, I got this swag bag over here from being a VIP. Got your VIP pass and all that kind of stuff. I got my media pass, which, again, I kind of failed on. It was too overwhelming. I didn't have time to shoot. There's a little magazine there, an insert kind of thing. I got that awesome board up there, skateboard. I actually had the, I guess you'd call him the owner, the founder, the operator of the convention, Jared. He had signed it for me. Let's see, what else do we have here? We got these flyers behind me here, which, if I move out of the way, you can kind of see them here. These are from the first convention, which, granted, I lost mine, but we got them in the grab bag, so now I have them. One of the things I picked up was this figure here. And I don't know how well you can see it or not, but this is a Predator figure. And he's kind of a cross between Cyber Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat and Predator. And if all goes according to plan, this is going to be what I'm working on this summer for myself for Lexington next year. So yeah, you might want to stay tuned for this one. You can either see me really succeed or really fail. It's up to you. But anyway, this is it. Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. It's more mechanical. It's not the sleek style like his helmet up there is more of an original look to it. This has got, you know, just all sorts of detail in the helmet. I love it. Plus he's got this sword. It's awesome. So that's what I'm going to be working on. Let's see, what else is there? What can we wrap this up with? I really don't know. The other things I'm working on, like I said, are going to be a commission piece, which is, I don't know if I said it, but it's going to be a war machine, but it's going to be a different kind of war machine. It's not full-blown war machine. There's also going to be some touch-ups on his costume, his Predator costume. It doesn't need much, honestly, just a little bit of touch-up paint from certain wear spots, but we're also going to make a bodysuit for him. I don't know if I'm going to do latex or just cloth and airbrush it, but he's going to have a suit and he's going to have the gloves, and then if there's time, he'll end up having the feet, the shoes, whatever you want to call them too. On top of that, I'm going to start working on a Frost costume for my wife. What else is there? I don't think there's anything else right now. At some point I'm going to have to figure out something for my daughter too. But yeah, so this is pretty much the first episode. Hopefully it wasn't crap to you. He's doing his double clap. This is my brother Matt.
Hello.
I am Tim. And this is all kinds of stuff in the game room here.
The Bat Cave.
So thanks for watching the Cosplay Corner. And I don't know. Keep watching. Who knows? It might get better. It might get worse. This could be the last episode. I don't know. It could be the first last episode. Found some in like 20 years in the archives somewhere. The GoPro that fell over the hill. Because that's all this is shot with, by the way, for right now. But yeah, so keep watching. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do on YouTube there. Be sure to like the page on Facebook. It's the Cosplay Corner. You can send me a friend request or a follow or a message or anything else. So just you know, anything. Just let me know how you like it, if you like it, what you want to see, what you don't want to see, if you don't want to hear me talking so damn much, or what it is. But I guarantee not every episode will be like this, because some of them are going to be build episodes, build progress and all that, tutorials and everything. So I'm going to try to focus it around cosplay in general. There's not any one particular thing. I work mostly in foam now. I've transitioned over to that. It's very fun and very quick results. But I still do other stuff. So if you have any questions, any comments, any tips, any tricks, anything, feel free to write it in. And now I will get him to do the Gollum voice for you before we sign off here. So get real close to the camera so they can hear you, and you got to do it as loud. Well, let them see you. Let them see you, because they're not going to believe it's you if they can't see you. Get close, and I'll tell you when they can see you. Okay, move towards me. There you go. A little bit more. There.
Stupid little bitches.
See? See? Told you he could do Gollum. I guess one more thing we're going to leave with, because he's a freaking comedian. Act like a fly. Do it. Alright. We'll see you later. Thanks for